You know, like if the prophets, a lot of times they had, you know, instruments. I think they call, I forgot what they were called. They carried them on their waist. Tambourets. Yeah, tambourets. You know, because you know that's how, you know, a lot of the prophets walked around with. And now, the song that you see of America, you know, this is just straight folly, and all the lyrics is just, you know, truffle butter this, and I'ma shoot you, I'ma rob you, I'ma molest you, and fucking
fuck your bitch,
duct tape your fucking daughter and pour acid down her fucking throat, and, you know, videotape it and upload it. It's all like just stupid shit, and it has no, you know, real meaning to it. Like even when we was in slavery, you know, when we had, you know, our slave songs that
sing about our oppression.
Right. We basically, that's what we did. You know, we were singing about, you know, getting salvation. You know, wade in the water. These were, you know, slave songs for us. You know, and now you fast forward to the what songs we have now. What, she do something slick?
Yeah, bitch was singing.
She said, that's all right.
She was singing "Wade in the Water."
No, you good. I want to know what that fucking devil said.
She said when you said that song "Wade in the Water," she started singing. She's like, "Wade in the," don't know nothing about it. She a damn heathen. That's all right, cause we gonna have Esau and the heathen trying to sing out in our kingdom. They gonna be trying to sing in they heathenistic language, and we gonna catch their ass. You not speaking the Hebrew? We gonna fucking decapitate them right there on the spot and use their tongue to hang their fucking cousins and whoever else is standing there around them. We're gonna fucking torture their asses to death. Since they want to mock us with that, like the scriptures say, they will mock us. So that's all right. They can do that. Because when the Lord brings the destruction out here, all these people are gonna wish they listened. All these people are gonna suffer. When the so-called end of this world comes, which it is, all these people are gonna wish they were right with the Most High. But they're not gonna be. So when y'all get destroyed, you ain't gonna have no excuse.
You grab your precept.
The second address.
Did you have something else?
No.
Oh, okay. But basically, you know, like during slavery, we had our own slave songs, and now you compare that, you know, fast forward to today, you know, it's like I remember like back also, you know, a little bit growing up, you know, in the '90s, you know, you had, you know, R.I.P. songs, you know, rest in peace songs. Somebody died, you know, like Master P, I miss my homies or something like that. You had, you know, Jake rapping about being under the curses, you know, coming out of poverty. Everything is party this and party that, and shoot, kill, murder.
Soulja Boy Slim.
Or if they had to do something, it was a reason behind it. Even though it's all wickedness, but it was some kind of moral story behind it.
Yeah, that some soldier dude, he used to rap about the oppression of Israel, how niggas was always killing each other, and then also he would how he hated America, which I don't know how he was mainstream, because he used to rap about that. And then he also used to rap about how you're supposed to treat Edomite women like dogs because they're not of your nation. And then next thing you know, he ended up getting killed. You know, so Esau took him out because he used to be on that straight nigga shit. But then when he changed his music up, trying to tell his own people to stop murking each other, you know, then he got scratched off. You know, so.
And also, put it like this: those that like that. I remember growing up, you know, everybody wanted to be Jake wanted to be two things.
Come on.
He wanted to be a rapper or a basketball player. That was it. That was his only aspiration.
Hey, niggas was trying to do both. Had to put the speaker on the court and ball and shit, trying to rap the ball.
You know, and put it like this: like nowadays, the way the music industry works now, you know,
niggas want to be track lords. Niggas just want some lean.
They want to be warlocks, wizards.
And like, put it like this: like they don't get paid. That's why you don't see rap groups anymore. You know, because you used to have rap groups like 4 people, like the Hot Boys, or you know, like like Boys to Men, or you know, some other, you know, groups I can think of, like Mobb Deep, NWA. You know, these were rap groups. They don't do rap groups no more because they take, you know, one check and split it 4 or 5 ways. You know, they really don't got shit. You know, so that's why you see a lot of them, if they were in groups, they want to go solo because they realize they got more money, they can get more even paper. And also too, back in the day, if you were an artist and you didn't write your own lyrics, you really didn't get paid shit. But if you were a songwriter, you got paid a lot of money. But nowadays, songwriters don't get paid shit no more.
Nope.
You got what's called, I think some shit on the internet. Like you can pay like $15 to $20 and you have access to everybody shit who just want to write lyrics and sell their music and get some type of exposure.
Well, that's the scripture, like you said, like you had brought out earlier. Like you had the brother Grab, you know, what did it say, the musicians?
Daughters of
the daughter. Yeah.
Daughters of music shall be brought low.
The daughters of music are being brought low. You know, that's just one facet of this world that's crumbling. You know, that used to be upheld pretty high. You know, it's going down just like everything else is. Every single avenue of America and of Esau's wicked kingdom is going down. You know, that's why it says in Daniel 4:17 that the Most High ruleth among men, and he set up whosoever he will. You know, and he had Esau set up for his time, but now Esau's time is coming down, so all his shit is coming down with it.
Keep grab that.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
Because that shit goes
Oh, go ahead. But like, whether your church music, God doesn't like that.
Nope.
God doesn't like your trap music.
Nope.
He doesn't like that. He doesn't like your country, your R&B, your fucking Hebrew Israelite raps. You know, he doesn't. Most High doesn't like that. You know, talking about banging on Esau and what's the Hebrews are coming. The Most High ain't with that type of stuff. What was I about to say?
Can you read that last part over again?
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
Yeah, Khan, you know, because most of this music is wicked anyway. Most of it has evil backgrounds, you know. Even the most clean or not as wicked as music, you know, probably was still made by a faggot or something. Even if you listen to instrumentals, the dude who made it might have been gay. You know, so all of it ultimately is wicked. You know, that's why we can't get too involved into it. You know, brothers don't like to listen to music. You know, I myself like to listen to music. You know, but we can't let it be our life. You know, we gotta listen to the music that these scriptures produce. We gotta let these words be our music, be our joy in our songs and our tabrets. Alright? You know, this is our dances. You know, this is our radio right here. We got all types of frequencies. You open it up, you got everything to go in here. This is our music. You know, these people, the radio's for them. So they can be brainwashed and go to the club and get some fucking scissor up in their system and go get into a car accident and die or something. You know, it's all for them.
Right? So like when Jake was growing up, you know, he wanted to be either a rapper or a basketball player. And then
32.
When he find out, you know, after he's about like 35 years old and realizes his rap career ain't take off and ain't doing shit, or, you know, he's always going over here and saying, oh, man, I know my cousin knows such and such, who knows such and such, who knows Russell Simmons' brother-in-law's daughter, and he gonna end up getting me a deal. And put it like this, a lot of times, Jake sometimes would get deals, but they would just be tax write-offs, you know? They would just sign them just to not put them out. And then you will like sign with a record label and you can't even get out of it. You basically a slave to that contract.
Yep.
Or you gotta buy your way out of a contract.
Exactly.
Now imagine how dumb that sounds. You get hired by somebody, you can't get fired. You gotta pay to quit.
Yep.
That's the most dumbest shit in the world.
And that's what a lot of songwriters are going through right now. I have my own personal testimony of that before I came into the truth. A lot of songwriters are signing with these record labels to songwrite for these top name artists. And once they find out that their deal is real shitty and that they have to write so much songs just to be able to make a profit off of it, then that's when they realize that they got fucked. And then it takes them years on years just to get out of the situation that they're in, just to have a little change on the side when they do get out. So it's just big ass, it's a trap.
And also too, what that does, that makes you irrelevant too. Because put it like this, let's say you sign to a label like Rockefeller Records or such and such, and they got like a 12 album deal. Now, anybody knows the less you put out music, the more relevant you are. Like, you can't put out too much. People, you know, don't want to be around you. Like, I'm tired of hearing you all the time. So now, the only way to get out of your deal is to make 12 records or 12 albums. And by the time you done made 12 albums, they don't want to hear you no more. So once you finally get out, they're like, I don't want to hear you no more.
You play it out.
Put it like this. Tupac had, I think he has more albums since he's died. how many Tupac albums have people really bought and listened to? No, none. I can't think of any Tupac album. Maybe I think like the 7-Day Theory, and maybe that's it. And there was maybe the soundtrack to his music video he had back a while. But other than that, nobody's looking for a Tupac because it comes out too much. So they basically fuck you by making you have to do all these deals or do these albums, and then all of a sudden once you do them, then you're irrelevant. So basically, you're supposed to like come out, every so often, leave some anticipation, because that's how, when people, are anticipating you. They're like, oh man, we haven't heard such and such in a while. Let's go get this, or man, when is this person going to drop? But if they know you're going to drop a fucking album every fucking week, there ain't nobody anticipating that shit. You got something to say? Okay, but do you want to grab your precept or you still want to hold it? Oh, okay. But so they make you make all these albums, and then you become irrelevant. And then put it like this, Jake. Here's the arrogancy of Jake. Jake is a supplanter. He's smart, but you can't outsmart Esau at his own game. At the end of the day, you can't do that. Like Michael Jackson thought he could do that. When he bought the Beatles catalogs and stuff like that. He what else did he do?
Bought Sony.
Yeah, he had on like half of Sony. Also, I think they had some. They want him to do like a such and such album deal, and one of the albums he put out was like a best of. So it was like, damn, all you doing is giving them recycled shit. So he was smart enough to pretty much play him by just doing a best of album. But what happened at the end of the day? They ended up playing his ass. You can't beat Esau by his own game. He don't play by his own rules.
No.
He doesn't, so you can't outsmart or say, I'm gonna be the first, musician to do this, I'm gonna be the first to do that, because literally everybody got their foot in the door being a music artist nowadays. You got YouTube. Right, you got YouTube where everybody becomes popular off of. And also, like, put it like this, like, YouTube don't pay you shit. You get like 1 million views, I think they pay you like $1,000.
10 cents for every
10 cents for every view or something like that?
Basically.
And that ain't shit. What was that one bitch that you said?
Young Ma.
Oh yeah. Like, ain't she an internet sensation?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yes, she's not gonna fucking pop or anything. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. This is talking about us, the prophets, because we're playing our song out of the scriptures in contrast to the music that these people enjoy. They're not listening unto the words that we harp unto them. They're giving into their own wicked lusts. They don't want to listen to what the Lord has to say, to what the Lord is blowing out the holy trumpet. They want to listen to Chief Keef and whoever's hot right now. And then continuing, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So when the events happen that we're singing unto the people, that's how everyone's gonna know who the prophets were. We're telling y'all to get right. We're playing the harp for you, letting you know to get it right. But since you don't want to, when the destruction comes, that's when you're gonna know we was telling the truth.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the hardiness of the terrible. Because America, it runs off the spirit of pride. Because you got, what's it called? American pride. You got a lot of
patriotic niggas.
Right.
Fucking rednecks. They love that American flag.
Mm-hmm.
They pride is in that. That's why, it says exalt themselves as the eagle. They on their American flag. Even if you look at, like, let's say, because states got their own flags. Like Michigan has a flag. It's got like 2 deers on it and like a shield, and then there's an eagle on top of it. If you go, I guarantee you, in California, I think they got a flag on like a bear on it, and I'm sure they probably got an eagle on theirs. But most of these flags got some type of eagle on it, on their dollar bill. That's why I say that pride in their heart has deceived them. You know, that's why also it just goes to show that the so-called Arab or the Arab, you know, the sand nigga is not Esau, because they're not as nearly as proud as fucking Esau is. You know, they don't got really shit to be that proud about. You know,
well, they do got that. They both got it.
Yeah, they got that. You know, the Most High did say, you know, I will even, you know, bless Ishmael. But as far as, you know, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, it doesn't say thou that dwellest in the sand, making sand castles. You know, Ishmael doesn't dwell in fucking clefts of the rocks. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 9, starting from verse 3. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into their snares. Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer, lest thou be taken with her attempts. I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna jump down to verse 6. Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance. You know, basically the point was in verse 4, talking about take not much company of a woman that is a singer. You know, you can take that literally and spiritually. You know, because a literal woman, you know, she'll lure you in with her voice. You know, but then spiritually, these women that be singing, they be prophesying wickedness. You know, having men doing all types of wicked shit. You know, there's women who made songs about committing adultery, hoping they don't get caught. You know, they cheating and shit. You know, they want one, they love one dude, but they need the other. You know, you can't listen to that shit.
Or if you can't provide for me, I'll get the next nigga to do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's that song Beyonce, to the left, to the left.
I was just thinking about that too.
You know, you can't give in to them on either road. Whether it be a literal woman who's a singer, but you know she got a man, so you need to stay away from her. She's trying to lure you in. Right. She don't have to be literally singing to you. She can be just talking to you, trying to entice you. You can't be taken with her attempts. And then Satan, when he's singing unto you, you can't be taken by his attempts neither.
Can you read that last part again?
Verse 4.
About